Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Like say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Chadash. And double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Underneath the banner and the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Alright, this is Father Yahweh coming back. Alright, taking the Kingdom 144K. Which is my video channel, and the main camp channel is UTC 144K, which stands for Until the Chariots. Alright, and real quick, going into this sending in the troop thing, man. Alright, that all came about a week and a half ago. Alright. I can see it formulating now, how it's going to be a civil war with the government against certain states. Now I'm starting to see, I know I seen a video yesterday of, Latino servicemen that are veterans, okay, ex-Marine, ex-military, all right. What they're doing now over in California is they're protecting their neighborhoods, man, okay, from these pinche maricones, okay, which is ICE, okay. And it's gonna get violent, man. All right. So this guy is pulling together National Guardsmen. All right. FBI, CIA. Man, there's so many alphabet boys together. All right. It's crazy, and then some of these people are just, they're just henchmen, or what do you call them, bounty hunters, getting paid by ICE, man. They're not government officials. Some of them don't even have badges, man. So what's going to happen with that is, like we've been saying all the time, right? It's going to get down to the nitty gritty, man. And it's coming fast too, man. All right. Pretty much up here in Boston, it's ICE raids going on. And there's zero crime here. Okay. So if he tries to these people are lost, man. They just wander around aimlessly, just wiggling around, don't know what's going on, anything. I'm just looking at people, and it's 4 in the morning. They just uncircumspect, man. They have no idea what's going on. But as I was saying, if he pulls that here, this is going to be the new martial law. All right. This is what basically he's trying to do, is create a situation where he can pull all the stops out and lock down the country. All right. And he's going to make these hub cities the sore areas, and when they get into an uproar, whichever city it would be, okay, let's say he tries to bring that to NYC, right? And the moment that he goes to NYC, he's hoping for a problem, all right? So he can just, lock down the whole country. And then we'll be in a definite 100% police state. It's like at a 65% right now, police state. All right. But he's looking for something to erupt so he can pull out all the stops. Just like his boy BB over there. All right. When there's an issue like that going on, he wants to be in power. Okay, so it could come at the end of his term where he just pulls out all the stops, you know, making it so that there won't be another presidential election. But he's on the move right now. All right, and we see it. All right, and just from this example alone, which I just was watching on this brother's video in Vegas, watch his videos and you should be edified. Elder Karatazak of GMS Vegas sit downs. All right, let's go to it. Give me a second. Right here. Here we go.
And Mayor Johnson says no one in Chicago is asking for the help. The response follows President Trump calling both the mayor and the governor incompetent. He did it to control protesters in Los Angeles, and now President Trump is deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C. to combat crime, a job he claims the police can no longer handle.
If we need to, we're going to do the same thing in Chicago, which is a disaster. We have a mayor there who's totally incompetent. He's an incompetent man.
Mayor Brandon Johnson says there is no need for the National Guard. Similar to D.C., violent crime is down in Chicago.
It would destabilize our city, quite frankly. No one in the city of Chicago, residents that I've spoken to, the people of the city, no one has ever asked for the National Guard.
Johnson says if Trump really wants to help, he would not have cut $800 million in violence prevention programs in his big policy bill. And while the president criticized Johnson, he gave Governor Pritzker a good dose of it as well.
Pritzker's an incompetent. His family threw him out of the business, and he ran for governor.
All right, so there you have it. All right, and this dude's a hypocrite because he's flunked out of all his businesses. He's incompetent. Okay. So what we have here is the pot calling the kettle black, so to speak, and that's white on white crime, So it's gonna get down to the wire around here, man. All right, the government officials. Let's just get to the scriptures, So government officials are against each other. So lock you for that. Let me get this right here. This is Mark 3 and 24. It said, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, all right, that kingdom cannot stand. All right, and what you see, like you heard the mayor of Chicago say, he said nobody never asked for the National Guard, and crime is low. All right. So that's significant or insignificance to what Donald Trump is saying, man. All right. You got two things going on. This dude's trying to make an accuser of his brethren, which are the nation of Israel, okay? Judah mainly. All right. And then you got him just going off the rails, man. All right. And people don't really want to deal with this guy, man. All right. All these people in the I think it's the blue states, which are democratic states. They can't stand them. All right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. All right. And if Satan rises up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand. But half an end. All right. So that's what you're getting ready to see. Right. These people are going to push back very shortly. All right. The government squeezing all the funds out of programs that's much needed. All right. To keep these cities quelled, keep it going forward. You got things such as housing, programs for the drug addicts, so on and so forth. This is what the government's supposed to be seeing about the people, but now we can see, all right, everybody should see. We've been seeing it, the men of the Lord, the ones that's out there on the highways and byways pushing and reading the scriptures daily. We've been seeing that these people mean our people no good, and I'm talking about the nation of Israel, okay? 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? You got the Native Americans still sitting on reddies, okay? Wherever they may be. All right? You still got the Southern Kingdom still sitting in ghettos. Why? Because this society deemed it that way. This is what they wanted. Okay? Job losses are happening over and over again. Yeah, man. There's going to be a pushback very soon. All right? Let's get this in Isaiah 19, because all this folds in together onto the civil war that's about to happen here. All right? Isaiah 19 says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, so that the Lord cloud is coming closer and closer, and this place is falling apart the more closer he gets. Okay. Couple more and then I'll close it out. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's exactly what Mark 3 was going into. Okay. Because the lack of resources is going to set neighbor against neighbor, brother against brother, and city against city on regards of what shall be done or what shall we do. Okay. It says, the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. Okay, so Yahweh, the power over all the armies. Okay, this is what his end result is. This is what he wants. All right, and then when you move on to the Apocrypha, it's going to get so bad. And this is things that, if you're in the spirit, you should be able to see these things. All right, I know we give reverence to the Gospels. All right, but the time is prophecy. Okay. And you got brothers that's very well versed in the Gospels. Okay. And then you got brothers that's very well versed in the prophecies and what the Lord gives them sight to see, right? So let me grab that real quick. This is pretty much the same thing, right? That I just finished reading in Isaiah 19, but let's go to Second Ezra 15 and 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able." All right, so like I said, that martial law is coming, man. It says, "For because of the pride of the city shall be trouble, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid." Right? So everybody's damn near almost homeless. Everybody hanging on by a thread. You know, if you got a car note and a apartment, you pretty much maxed to the limit, man. Even with housing, you got housing, insurance, and I'm talking about medical insurance, and the car note. It's lights out, man. You're going down. Okay. And this is worldwide. This is, in the status of how these chaos gremlins, which are N-dubs and those that want to be them. This ain't on that level of brokey. Everybody's broke. Everybody. I don't care if you got $24,000 in your bank account. You're broke. Okay. Now you see who's this millionaires, they're doing TV shows and shit like that now, talk about these movie stars and shit, because they can see the depletion of their funds. All right. Let me see, verse 19, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulations." All right, so that's what we on. All right, and these troops are coming ever closer. Okay, they coming closer because that's the vision, or that's what the Lord wrote from the beginning, for this place to be in total lockdown and robbing and pillaging on all fronts, not just Esau, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, these foreign nations. All right, stealing and killing is going to be the order of the day around here. But the hand of the Lord is going to be over the elect. That's what's going to happen. And all the wicked, they're gonna attack each other, so to speak, and put each other's lights out until that final missile call comes. Then all of them gonna perish together. All right, in that final blow. The second Ezra 16, it says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?" All right, and like I said, the men of the Lord, the men that's been prophesying, we ain't scot free of it. We're gonna watch these terrible things happen, right? But it won't come nigh us, right? Like it says in Psalms 91, the pestilence, which a famine is a pestilence, okay? The violence is a pestilence, all right? So none of these things are gonna leach itself to the men of the Lord, just the wicked, and take them out, man. Okay. It says, "Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute, but for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." Right. So the wicked, they're not gonna stop what they're doing. They're just gonna go full blown into it. All right. What we to do, in that day, is just have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and continue praying. Don't cease from praying in the time of tribulation. And I hope that we make our way out of this thing. I believe we are, because that's what the scriptures have stated about the men of the Lord. Okay? So, I just wanted to bring that out real quick, man. But, what is it? 2? I know it's here. There's Wisdom of Solomon, 3rd chapter, in verse 16. It says, "As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of unrighteousness bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor." All right? So, all them YNs, okay? Because this is another thing that they tried to peg it under too. Them YNs are gonna get touched up something bad, man. And it's already happening. This is why you always see them drill rappers getting shot mad young and early and killed. All right, but now it's about to be the Ice Boys and the Alphabet Gangs, putting them to rest like they're trying to do over there in DC. They're just not going to lock them up. After a while, they're just going to get rid of them. If this thing goes any further, like places like Memphis, Tennessee, with all them boys down there, they got fucking guns galore, man. Okay? It's going to be a bloodbath down there. All right? They trying to hit the cops with a switch, but they got a fucking Reaper drone upstairs. They're shooting rockets in groups of 10s and 20s. Okay? Our people don't have a chance, man. That's why you gotta just hold fast and pray. And let them have their little civil war. And you get in the background on your hands and knees. Alright? Right now you should be doing that, repenting. Alright, while the Lord can be found. Just put it simple. Okay? But these are the days that we are in. They're not going anywhere. It's just the hole is gonna get deeper before we come out on the other side in the light. So, hey, this is just me, giving warning for myself and for the sheep that listen. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.